Welcome to Buddha's Puzzle, and a shout out to our fellow enigmatologists. A gracious good morning. This is Tommy Halstead, your puzzle curator at Dragon Puzzles, chess teacher at freechesslessons.org, and your DJ for podcasts at Baha'i.fm. If you solved Buddha's puzzle, you're officially an enigmatologist, or a puzzle creator and solver. In the close but no cigar category are some really smart puzzle masters like Beth, Tim, Felicity, Bobby, Frank, and Ernest. Those last two, of course, are pseudonyms for Samuel Jackson. If you're not an enigmatologist yet, you can take free courses at dragonpuzzles.com and become an enigmatologist. Now on to the answer. But first, like many other koans or puzzles, His Holiness Gautama Buddha hid the answer to this one in the question, not in the choices. Yeah, life is a trade-off, just like the old business trope, quality, service, price, pick two. But just think of how many of us do spend our whole lives chasing one of those four choices or answers, or all four, just as Beth or Tim tried to say, which is kind of cheating the puzzle. It's like not playing chess by the rules. It says the eye should just pick one. And the other insights that we saw from our other answers on social media are just as important in these crazy times. Just think about chasing one of those four things or more of those four things. Think of a lot of the people who were, for example, total geniuses like Amadeus or Bobby Fischer, and ended up insane and broke, buried in some potter's field. So it does look like it might be a trade-off between those four, right? Was the Buddha right? And what about people who chose wealth or power and ended up stupid, evil, and insane? We know a few of those, right? Now, anyone who knows Buddha, or Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, Baha'u'llah, for that matter, knows they are all about the love of God. And if spirituality is about virtue and character, being patient, kind, loving, does that mean that we have to sacrifice wealth, knowledge, and sanity in our fanatic love for God? Is that what the end of spirituality ends up being if that's what we chase? Well, one saint said, "Love's fool am I on all the earth, though once I was known for wit and worth." So he seemed to think so. Let's take a step back. Baha'u'llah, Buddha's modern reincarnation or manifestation, and Buddha both said that knowledge is a veil between the lover and the beloved, and that love itself is pure suffering, the claws of an ego, and can blindly incline us to error. The insanity of love is a common topic of both poets and mystics. Okay, you've been patient long enough. The question says, if I can only pick one. That's the trick question of the Buddha. That's the trick in the question. And it contains the answer, like a lot of these other koans. The I is the self or ego, the misidentification of me with a body, with possessions, with opinions. Losing the Atman, or the true self, or divine self, by trying to grasp at emptiness and ungraspable motion. Trying to grab any of the four, take any of the four with the ego. The I ends up in grabbing at air. What Buddha called nirvana, or freedom and detachment from samsara, dukkha, or life, which is suffering, illusion, and temporal, is attainment to emptiness, in his words. Baha'u'llah said, "And should the servant ascend to even loftier heights, quit this mortal world of dust, and seek to ascend to the celestial abode, he will then pass from this city into the city of absolute nothingness, that is, of dying to self and living in God. In this station, this most exalted habitation, this journey of utter self-effacement, The wayfarer forgetteth his soul, spirit, body, and very being, immerses himself in the sea of nothingness, and liveth on earth as one unworthy of mention. Nor will one find any sign of his existence, for he hath vanished from the realm of the visible, and attained unto the heights of self-abnegation. So, yep, you got it, enigmatologists and puzzle masters. The answer is 0, not 1, in programming terms. Looking at the matrix, looking up from above, from the tesseract. Pick nothing. Live in emptiness from things and thoughts, and attain unto the eternal bliss of emptiness and freedom from self and desire. Those are the words and the messages of all the manifestations, from Abraham and Moses to Krishna, Buddha, Jesus, Muhammad, the Baba, Allah. Okay, let's see. Which of those 4 is the I chasing right this moment? 0, none, making no choice for the ego, as the self. 0, if our only motive is causing joy, solace, and gladness to the sacred heart of the beloved, which contains all hearts. Thanks a lot for checking out our puzzle, and we'll see you again over at Dragon Puzzles.